Hi, Bill here. I wanted to go over a topic with my RV that I ran to an issue with a couple years back. I wanted to install a bike rack on the back of the camper, and I heard horror stories about how these thin sheet metal bumpers are only slightly attached to the RV with a couple of very thin, sometimes questionable quality welds. There's a little weld there and about 2 inches of weld down in here. And that weld is only going to a very thin, again, steel tube. And what happens when people put big bike racks on is those welds just tear out and you end up shaving off your last bicycle a little bit at a time as you drive down the highway until you finally pay attention to all the people honking at you as the bumper bends off the rig. So what I did, and there's a lot of solutions to this. One is to simply get an available hitch that mounts between the frame rails and puts a receiver down there, but I kind of wanted to do something a little different. So first of all, a lot of people have bolted these to their bumpers, these available 2-inch receivers. The problem is it will crush this tube if you tighten it up too much, and when it crushes this tube, your black water, your sewage drain pipe will no longer fit in the tube, which is a pain. So what I did is I welded a plate to both sides of the bumper, and what that did is that plate now is a crush proof for this bracket, so I could tighten it down as tight as I want it without any worry of crushing this tube. That still didn't fix the original problem of the weld breaking on the attachment to the frame. So what I did is I actually went through and I cut out some I believe they're 1/4 inch steel brackets. Now you can buy these. I actually saw the design, to be completely honest. I saw the design online to buy them, and I think they were like 70 or 80 bucks, but I went ahead and just drew my own up. One thing to do is make sure you put a relief circle here in the corner notch so that it doesn't want to crack down. But yeah, you put one of these on each side of the meat of the frame rail through the center section, and then I welded the outer end only. So what ends up happening is this, if the bumper tries to twist at all, this is really taking all the load, keeping the bumper straight, transferring it all back down into the frame rail. So I know I could have just bought a heavier bumper and welded that on, and bought the hitch, the aftermarket hitch. But for an afternoon's work, this keeps the stock bumper. It was relatively simple to lay those out, cut them out, and weld them on. And I can put a 4-bike rack on the back of this thing and jump up and down on it, and it doesn't move at all. This is actually a pretty good sized cross section, so it doesn't want to twist and fail in torsion. It wants to fail by tearing the thin sheet metal, which this solution stops. So just thought I'd show this to you guys. It's pretty simple to do if you've got any metalworking skills. So thanks.